Hey guys, it's Gigi. Come on into my kitchen. Hang out with me while I make us some supper, okay? Now, this is just going to be quick and easy and probably a little bit jumbled and discombobulated and everything because I'm just going to cook with you as I'm going, okay? I've tried to get everything out just for the sake of time. I don't want to run the video too long, but I wanted to come on here and tell you what I'm doing is I'm going to make my husband a piece of salmon. Now, that's one of his favorites, okay? I'm only doing one piece because, like, I love kielbasa and cabbage, and that's not his favorite. He loves salmon. It's not my favorite. I will eat salmon, and I do like salmon, but I don't want it as often as he does. But anyhow, needless to say, what I've done is I have got some butter right on the top of it, and I'm just going to kind of spread that butter on the top, and then I'm going to add just a little bit. I'm not going to get a whole lot of garlic. It's very strong, but I want to get some of this garlicky oils that are in here. I am going to put a little bit of garlic, but I'm mainly just wanting to get some of those good garlicky juices on there, okay? So that's what I'm doing there. And then I've also got, in this pan right here, I have got some broccoli that I've cut up, some onions, and there's some mushrooms in there, okay? I'm going to be covering them with some avocado oil. And I've got some seasoning that I love to use on my vegetables. Let me show you what it is. It's just the McCormick blend. It's called vegetable seasoning, and it's salt-free, okay? So that's what I'm going to be using as far as my seasoning on my vegetables. I'm just going to generously put some of that seasoning in there. And I will also put just a small, maybe like a half of a teaspoon, maybe about a teaspoon of butter in there, okay? Just giving it some flavors. And then what I'm going to do is once I get this, I'm going to bake this in the oven where I usually will pan sear and then baste my salmon and try something a little different. Hopefully my husband will like it this way because I don't usually fix it this way. But I've got some Creole, some Tony's Creole. I'm going to add a little bit of that seasoning to it. And then I've also got some Magic seasoning blend, Seafood Magic. And we like that. I will use these seasonings when I am pan searing it. So I'm using the same seasonings. I'm just doing a different method. Okay, so I'm also going to squeeze a little bit of this lemon juice on there. And I just got a seed on there, so let me get that off because usually I usually use my little lemon catcher that catches all those. But then I'm going to cut a couple of slices of lemon. I have juiced this lemon so it's really juicy. And I'm going to take these lemons, I'm going to lay them right on top of the salmon. And then I'm going to kind of tint the, but I want to roll it up really good. I want to keep all the steam in there, but I'm just kind of tinting the foil. And then I'm going to put that in the oven and I'm going to bake it. I'm going to do some baked salmon, okay? So, all right, let's pull this. I think I'm going to switch sides because I'm going to be using this pan. So I am going to get my heat up under my vegetables. Going to let them start coming to heat up some with the oil and the butter in it and the seasonings. And then I will turn it down. I will pop a lid on it and I'll just let those vegetables cook and steam, okay? In the meanwhile, I've got my little cast iron and I've got my little potatoes that I'm going to be using. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put you on hold for just 1 second because I'm gonna go wash my potatoes. Okay, got the potatoes washed. We're gonna get some oil. Well, first of all, we're gonna heat up my cast iron pan. I like to get it good and hot first. So we have got our vegetables in here just starting to steam up. So we're just gonna let them continue to cook. And how I'm gonna cut up my potatoes, I've got these little small potatoes, and what I do is I just take and I quarter them just like that. Get 4 pieces out of them, okay? I just quarter them. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm not making a lot because I probably won't even eat any of the potatoes. So I'm just gonna make sure I've got plenty for my husband. He'll eat just a little bit of those. So yeah, I'm starting to feel the heat on my cast iron. So I'm gonna add some oil and some butter. And I've decided that I'm gonna add just a little bit of smoked paprika in my vegetable seasoning. It's not a potent, it's just got a good flavor. And when that oil heats up, I'm also going to put a little bit of butter in our potatoes. I like cooking. I like my oils when I'm cooking to either be real butter or I like to use avocado oil. Sometimes I like to use bacon grease. Depends on what I'm cooking. But that's about how much potatoes I've got in my little colander. So. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to our potatoes. Probably actually going to do a little bit of my the blend, the Kinder's salt, pepper, and garlic. I'm glad I looked down and saw that. I would just dump the and we're just going to cook these potatoes up. Put my garlic in the fridge. Y'all let me get all this cleaned up around here and I'll be right back. Okay, let me bring you up to speed. I've got my vegetables steaming. That's our broccoli, our onions, our mushrooms, loaded with some really good seasonings. Now, I had a little bit of black beans left over in the refrigerator from another meal, just about a serving size. My husband loves black beans, and sometimes when I serve him salmon, I will serve him with rice and black beans. So I'm going to heat those up just so that he's got some beans to go along with it. The salmon is in the oven baking. Y'all know I put it in the foil packet, so I've got it in the oven baking. And I've got our potatoes covered because I'm kind of smothering them. So yeah, we're just going to let this continue to cook up and then I'll come back, okay? Okay, guys, supper is ready. The salmon is baked. It's steaming. You can see the steam coming off of it, but it is baked tender and flaky. And I'm going to plate him up some of his black beans. Some of his fried potatoes. fried crispy. Got a little tenderness on the inside and a little crispy on the skins. And let's get some vegetables that we've steamed, some broccoli and some mushrooms and some onions. Smells delicious. And I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on his plate for him. And guys, this is what I'm serving my husband for supper. Baked salmon, black beans, fried taters. Well, I don't know why I said fried taters because I don't even call them that. I probably have heard that a lot here lately. Fried potatoes or taters, whichever you want to call it, and some broccoli and mushroom, just some steamed vegetables. And guys, that's what I'm going to be serving for supper tonight. I think I'll sample a potato with you. Or two. That's good. Well, I'm not going to sample it, obviously, because this is my husband's plate, and he is not quite home yet, but he's on his way, and so this will be hot and ready. Okay, guys, thank y'all for hanging out with me while I fixed our supper tonight. The countdown is on for vacation for me. I've got a couple of more days. Of course, I've got a lot to do. I got to pack and, you know, all the things. And I probably won't start doing that until Friday. But I'm getting organized in my head, making my mental list and of what I want to carry and stuff like that. So I'm getting to the age where the mental notes might not be the smartest way to go. I might need to write it down. I've got to where I write a lot more down than I used to. So anyhow, well guys, y'all have a good evening. I'm going to go, and I just wanted to bring you along with me while I fixed supper tonight, okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you back again in my kitchen really soon. Probably tomorrow. I'll see you at some point in time. But if I can encourage you to be the hands and feet of Jesus and his mouthpiece, share his loving kindness with somebody. You won't have to look very far to find somebody who stands in need of your kindness, okay? I'll see you back again soon. Bye-bye.